Hello there, anatomy and physiology students. So I just wanted to make sure you guys had all the information you needed to be able to do this Play-Doh People Lab. So you guys should be able to access this document on Canvas, and it will take you to a Google Sheet. And remember, just like we did with class, you're going to have to make a copy and then save it as, and I would add your last name and even your block to the name, and then that should save in your Google Drive so you can access that whenever you need to. And then I'm going to ask you to submit it that way as well. But if you take a look, so it has some information for you guys to fill in, and then it asks you to come up with a name, and don't spend a whole lot of time on this, but it's just kind of fun to be silly. So whichever name you choose to go with for your Play-Doh person, there's not a wrong answer, but you're just asked to pick something that starts with a P. So as we take a look, it says that we want to talk about the anatomical position, so hopefully this is becoming second nature for you to describe what that means. But then I also ask you to describe how do we label the left and right sides of the body or the organs. So if you remember, we talked about that in class, because this is my right side, but it's not the right side to you guys in the audience. So you have to tell me, how do we have to imagine that those organs are so that we can label them left or right properly. So then when we look at the components for your Play-Doh person, it says you must have a Play-Doh torso, and so basically what that means is you're going to use Play-Doh to make the torso, so this section of the body, and then you're going to take that piece of paper that you took in class, whatever color you grabbed, and you're going to make an outline for the head and the face, and you're going to do the upper and the lower limbs. And if you see, I just kind of put tabs on mine, and so that's how they stick into the Play-Doh. It works really well. And don't worry about everything being, like you being an artist or having everything perfect. My person is definitely not perfect, but it's just kind of a fun way for us to practice what we've been learning about. And so I just wanted to show you this so you had an idea of what it should look like. My other thing it says that, and it gives you some specifics, your Play-Doh person should be at least 7 inches tall with all of its parts. So just for you to be aware, we're going to label a piece of paper and put some stuff on it. So you want to make sure that your person fits on there. But the biggest reason for saying at least 7 inches is so that I can see everything that I need to see when I have to go to grade it. So it says that you must select options from the menu below in building your unique Play-Doh individual. So you're going to get it started, but then you will add as you go through. Now here's the really important part. You need to highlight whichever of the options you choose. So with a lot of them, it'll say choose 4. So you go into your document and you click on the highlighter. And so just so you guys can see it, it's right up here. You've got to click on the highlighter and then highlight it. So that, and I forget, you guys aren't doing this in Word, but you should be able to do that in Google. I apologize. But highlight it so that I know what I'm supposed to see when I look at your person. And so like I said, I just give you some examples and some items to choose from. There's not a right or wrong, but you just pick whichever ones you want to use, and just kind of be aware of that with the facial features before you start drawing stuff. Take a look so that you could make sure that you can include those accommodations for that person. My other thing that we've learned in doing this is that it's a lot easier to see the pictures if you can use a dark colored pen so that it shows up better. With pencils, sometimes it's really weird with its reflection and whatnot, so it really tends to make it easier if you use a pen, so just to kind of give you that tip. But like I said, you can go through all these different options and pick which ones you want. When it talks about the torso, and I probably should have put this more towards the beginning, but it says choose one body type to apply to your torso. So just look and you will find images online of the differences between these, and then just kind of give me a little description. But you get to pick how you want your torso and your Play-Doh person to be. if you want them to be skinny, if you want them to be beefy, or if you want them to be overweight. Those are things for you to kind of take a look at, and then we're going to put a name to it. And then it says you can pick up to 2 bonus features. So these are extras for you to get more points. So that's what you're going to start with. Decorate your person, put these things in the right spots based on all the stuff that we have been going through and learning about in class so far. Then, to take it a step further, we're also going to review some other things. So number 4 here, it talks about using orientation and directional terms. And so what you need to do is you need to label on your paper these different things. Now keep in mind, because there's anterior and posterior, you're going to have to do a front side, and then you're going to have to show me the back side. But what happens is you're probably going to have to do at least 2 pictures, but when you're done with all of this, you should have all these things, all of those features that you highlighted up above, plus all the directional terms. That should be included with your pictures, like I said, so that I'm able to give you a grade. And so I wanted to show you, so before we talk about this bottom part, I'm going to move my screen over so I can show you guys, using my little example here, the particulars with this. So if you look just on another sheet of paper, it doesn't matter what kind of paper, if it's lined or whatever, I don't care. But you just want to make sure you have your name in your block, and then you're going to put Play-Doh, whatever your P name is for your Play-Doh person. And then I'm going to show you mine, but here's an example. And so when you get to the body, just some defining parts. If you would just make the crease in the arm and do the same thing on the back of the leg. Make the knees, make the ankles so that it looks a little bit more like a body and we have those defining features. And then my other thing is, when you flip it over, make the elbows and make the crease and the ankles, and that way it just makes, like I said, makes it a little easier to see those defining features. Now something else for you to be aware of is, if you can see here, I already started my paper with labeling directional terms. And so please just make sure you're doing this as well. So comparing one to the other. So I just made this arrow to show going up here is superior. If it's going down here, it's inferior. So you should appropriately label all of those different terms, just like it asks you for in your lab. And then, like I said, you just want to make sure you take pictures to record it, and those are going to be added to the last page of your document, so it's all in one place. And I really beg you to do that, to not attach multiple things, because that will really help me with keeping everything together. But like I said, you're also going to want to show the back side and all of the components that you have there, and you also want to show me posterior, so I would say you're going to want to label that here as well. So just kind of be aware and make sure you're including all those things so that you are able to get all of the points. Alright, so I'm just going to flip back over to the lab here. And the last component is looking at the planes and sections. And so I just tried to make this a little bit silly. It says, unfortunately, the life expectancy of the Play-Doh people is very short, less than 1 week, as you guys probably know when you leave Play-Doh out. And so it says, all the Play-Doh people died of natural causes and donated their Play-Doh bodies to science with the clear expectation that their bodies would be used as a learning tool. So demonstrate to Mrs. Lindy how to make the following cuts on the gingerbread person's torso below. Now, I'm just telling you, with Halloween coming up, isn't this great? Like, wouldn't that be so fun? So if you're looking for a fun project, hey, I thought that was a great picture or something to think about doing. But anyways, I thought it was cool how they had some bones, and obviously we have more than just one bone in our upper limb and one bone in our lower limb, but it's still cute, right? Anyways, so if you take a look, I want you guys to label, so put in lines, and then label those lines to show me those 4 different sections that are listed. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. I think I mentioned to you guys that I will be out of town through late tomorrow night, but I will check my messages on Sunday when I have service again. So please don't hesitate to let me know. Also, don't hesitate to utilize on Canvas the discussion, because somebody else might have that same question or somebody else might have an answer to it. So don't be afraid to do that too, as a resource. But other than that, like I said, hopefully this helped. But if something still is not very clear, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. See you later.